I'm a six-figure funded trader, and today I'm going to share with you step by step a strategy that I've traded for over 2 years within the financial markets. This strategy is guaranteed to make you money and has allowed myself and many of the members at Toto Capital to not only get funded but receive real payouts from the prop firms. So let's just jump straight in. So step number one is we need to understand our directional bias. And this is probably the most important concept because we need to know when we turn up to the markets, are we looking for longs or are we simply looking for shorts? And the easiest way to do that is to simply use the exponential moving averages. So for example, if this is the 50, this is the 100, and this is the 200, then we're going to be long bias on this market because the 50 is greater than the 100, which is greater than the 200 exponential moving average, and vice versa for short. So if we're short bias, you're going to have the 50 on the bottom, the 100 EMA in the middle, and then the 200 EMA on the top. So if they are in order, then momentum is to the downside, and we are only looking for shorts. So using EMAs is just an objective way that we can identify our directional bias. Step number two is we need to see a session-based liquidity sweep. And what you can see right here is we have the Asian session high and we have the Asian session low. Okay, this could be the London session high and the London session low. It doesn't really matter. The point is during a kill zone, so this is a kill zone right here. So this could be during the London kill zone, which is from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. GMT, or this could be the New York kill zone, which is between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. GMT. Make sure to translate that accordingly if you do need to, okay, if you are from another time zone. And then all we're simply looking for is a session-based liquidity sweep. So during a kill zone, the sweep can even happen before the kill zone. However, this is super important. The confirmation itself needs to take place during the kill zone, okay? So if we are long bias on this market, what we're simply looking for is price to trade down into this sell side liquidity, okay? The sell side liquidity right here. Then what we're looking for is step number three is a lower time frame market structure shift or a 15-minute bullish confirmation to get long in the market. So that's going to look like this, okay? So during the kill zone, we get this liquidity sweep right here running this sell side liquidity, which could be the Asia session low or it could be the London session low, okay? And what we get is a market structure shift right here, and then we can look to get long on this market, given that our directional bias is to the upside. Step number four, in terms of invalidations, simply below the liquidity sweep is where our invalidation is going to go. And then we're going to look to target a 1 to 2 risk to reward, okay? And then step number five is really simple. So, it's really up to yourself, okay? Yes, a lot of your profit should be coming off the table at around a 1 to 2, but it's up to yourself if you want to leave a runner because, as we'll get on to some examples in a moment, some of these trades run to a 1 to 8, even a 1 to 10 risk to reward. So it's important to sometimes leave some runners to run, okay? And then vice versa, guys. So if we are sell bias on this market, when we do turn up to the market during our kill zone, then what we're looking for is a run of this buy side liquidity right here. Then on the smaller time frames, we're going to be looking for a market structure shift to the downside, and then we can trade that lower right here. So this is the market structure shift right here after we see that higher high, and then we can short that to the downside looking for a trend continuation play if our bias is sell bias. Invalidation above the liquidity sweep, target a 1 to 2, maybe allow a runner to run, okay? And alternatively, you can just look for a 15-minute bearish confirmation during your kill zone. That's also absolutely fine in order to get short within this market. So these are the two sell models that we're going to be looking at trading. Now let's look at some live trade examples so we can piece this all together. Okay, so this is on gold on the 15-minute time frame, and this was a trade that I took last week with all of the members at Toto Capital. So let's just break this down so you can understand exactly why this trade was taken. So step number one, we need to understand our directional bias. Remember, we talked about the EMAs. So the 50 EMAs on the bottom, the 100 EMAs in the middle, and the 200 EMAs on the top. So therefore, all of the EMAs are in order, and therefore this is a sell bias market. So we're only looking for shorts on this market. Now let's remove the EMAs just for simplicity. And what we're simply looking for is step number two, which is a session-based liquidity sweep. So we have liquidity resting above this Asian session high right here. We're entering into a New York kill zone. So this is 1 p.m. GMT. And you can see we get a sweep of this Asian session high. So that's step number two checked off. And now we're just looking for either a lower time frame market structure shift or simply a 15-minute bearish confirmation to get short on this market. So we do get a bearish close right here. So we can enter on the break of that candle low with invalidation. So step number four, invalidation above the liquidity sweep right there. And then we can simply look to target a 1 to 2 risk to reward, and then we can allow a runner to run. So we're triggered in right here. You can see during the New York kill zone, this trade smashes take profit for a 1 to 2, and then we allow a runner to run, and you can see this trade started melting to the downside. You can see, running around a 1 to 5 risk to reward. So this is a great sell example last week within the markets. Now let's look at another sell example right here. And you can see directional bias. So step number one, the 50s on the bottom, the 100s in the middle, 200s on the top. Therefore, we are sell bias on this market. We're only looking for short on this market. What you can see is we're heading into a New York kill zone, and we're looking for that session-based liquidity sweep. So what's actually happened right here? So when you zoom in, you can see we had liquidity resting above this London session high right here. So let's just mark that on. And we've run that liquidity pre-New York, okay? Pre-New York session. Remember, this is super, super important. The actual liquidity sweep can come before the actual kill zone. So just because this liquidity was run before the New York session, it makes no difference whatsoever. So step number two, so we've seen the session-based liquidity sweep right here. Now we're looking for step number three, which is a market structure shift or a bearish confirmation. So we get our bearish confirmation right here during the New York kill zone. We can enter a short on the break of that candle low and validation above the liquidity sweep. Give it a little bit of room to breathe there. Target a 1 to 2 and then allow a runner to run. So this was literally taken on Friday, so just before the weekend, a few days ago. Triggered in right here. Give it a little bit of room to breathe. You can see during the New York kill zone, smashes take profit for a 1 to 2, and then we are off to the races. This trade started melting to the downside and is actually running at a 1 to 10 risk to reward, which is absolutely incredible. I know many members at Toto Capital did capitalize on this trade, and even guys in the free Discord took a very similar setup. Notice how we've got invalidation above the liquidity sweep, simply targeting a 1 to 2 risk to reward, and then we can allow runners to run to higher time frame confirmations. Remember, that is also step number 5, because it's up to yourself in terms of how much you want to secure, whether you want to leave a runner as well. So another absolutely great sell example right here, which was taken on Friday just gone. If you haven't already, make sure to join the free Discord. The link is in the description down below for free analysis, free knowledge, and there's a great amount of free content all included within the free Discord. Honestly, guys, make sure to check it out. The link is in the description down below. If you are interested in joining our premium Discord service, let me just run down exactly what is included for you guys. So you can see right here, we have a trade analysis channel. Here you're going to get all of my exact setups, the trade plans, and my exact entries within the market. You can see this is the entry right here, and then this is the outcome that we all profited on. There's a trading floor chat where you can go back and forth with other members. We have a newsroom chat, a Q&A channel, a trade of the week channel. We also have the actual course, which is included within the premium community. You also will gain access to our quant data. So this is real data on the momentum mastery strategy with, live examples of drawdowns, what to expect, how to overcome them, and you will also gain access to the resource channel for up-to-date momentum mastery resources. So if you are interested in joining the premium Discord community, this is what you'll gain access to, and I do look forward to seeing you guys on the inside. Thanks for your time, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.